The second Breeders' Cup race ever ran ended in controversy with a disqualification. Now, almost 40 years later, many champion fillies introduced themselves by winning this race. They will all face each other today. Here is the field. Number 1 is Brave Raj, a Florida-bred filly who at the time set a world record for the highest earning 2-year-old filly of all time in 1986, the highlight of which being the Juvenile Fillies. Number 2, Open Mind, one of many great fillies trained by D. Wayne Lucas. She won the '88 Juvenile Fillies, and then as a 3-year-old won the Triple Tiara. Number 3, Go for Wand, a filly with many laurels, the first of which being the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, but she improved massively as a 3-year-old, winning 5 consecutive Grade 1 races. Number 4, Meadow Star, the shortest priced Breeders' Cup winner in history, winning the Juvenile Fillies at odds of 1-5. At her peak, she won 9 straight races. Number 5, Flanders, a filly who crossed the wire first in all 5 of her races at age 2, the peak of which being the Juvenile Fillies, where she defeated Serena Song in a thrilling duel. Number 6, Silverbulletday, a Hall of Fame filly with many victories to her name, but the 2 major highlights were that she became the first filly ever to win both the Juvenile Fillies and the Kentucky Oaks. Number 7, Indian Blessing. Better known as a sprinter, but capable of going longer, she was never worse than second only once in a 16-race career, including on the international stage. Number 8, Awesome Feather, a Florida bred who won 10 consecutive races. The only Grade 1 victory, however, was in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. Number 9, My Miss Aurelia, winner of her first 6 races in a row, including 3 Grade 1 races. In 11 overall starts, she was never worse than third. Number 10, Beholder, winner of 3 Breeders' Cup races in her lifetime, the first of which being the Juvenile Fillies. Later in her life, she would win 2 Breeders' Cup distaffs and be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And number 11, Songbird. Appropriately, she won 11 consecutive races at the start of her career, including 7 Grade 1 events, and this year, she was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Now, let's get to the race. There, in the gate! And we're off in the Fantasy Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies. The winner of the break was Songbird, but Indian Blessing was also a sharp shot. To the inside rail, Go for Wand joins them. Then between horses, we have Meadow Star, a length back to Flanders, and another length to Beholder, and a gap already being formed to My Miss Aurelia, followed then by Brave Raj and Awesome Feather, and the early trailers are going to be Open Mind and Silverbulletday as we reach the back stretch. So the leader and the one to catch is Songbird. Just in front, Indian Blessing stalks, followed closely on the inside by Go for Wand, and then it's going to be Meadow Star. Beholder passes Flanders for 5th place and is continuing to gain momentum. Indian Blessing now takes the lead from Songbird. Go for Wand still in 3rd, and now Beholder is 4th. Meadow Star back in 5th, followed then by Flanders, and then it's Open Mind and Awesome Feather who are gaining some ground as we're rounding the far turn. Still, it's Indian Blessing just in front, and they're going to have to deal with a massive onslaught as they have Go for Wand and Songbird on their heels, and Meadow Star joins the fray. It is Indian Blessing just in front, but Songbird takes over. Songbird back in front, but here comes Beholder. It's time for round 2. Beholder and Songbird, and the result stands. Beholder wins the Fantasy Breeders' Cup Juvenile. Songbird was 2nd, followed by Meadow Star, and then it was Go for Wand in 4th.